people always like act like awards though are like the conversation, but the nomination is the conversation, right?
I agree.
Like having these conversations about games like, wow, that people seem to love this game. I'm gonna try it. Like Expedition 33, yeah, sure, it got more attention, but like people were talking about these games. That's what's
Absolutely.
important.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, what's good? It's Andy Brew coming at you with another episode of What's Brewing. And today, joining me on the podcast is my good friend Illfittingtrousers in the house. Trousers. Obviously, I know who you are, but tell the audience who you are. Tell me who you are, and then we'll kind of just get into it, man.
Who am I? That's a deep question. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to give your whole life story too, I mean, I've got all night, right? I'm chilling.
At the age of 6, I was born without a face.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! That's some crazy deep trousers lore that I did not know.
But hi guys, how's it going? Illfittingtrousers. I'm a content creator on Twitch. I make YouTube videos, make video game content. I love gaming. That's kind of all there is to know. I'm a boring guy.
So what kind of games are you into though? Like what kind of games can we find you streaming? And if not streaming, what kind of games can we find you talking about that you're into?
Typically, so I love RPGs, but I will say I'm a variety streamer.
Yeah.
I do a lot of everything on Twitch, which is I think the best way to be on Twitch.
Honestly,
it's fun. You get
you do whatever you want.
There's also so many communities that you touch face with, and it's cool. I really like that. So yeah, variety of games. You'll see me lean a lot more towards RPGs. So
okay.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. So, without further ado, let's talk about what's brewing. Okay, we have just finished experiencing the Game Awards 2025, and at the time of this recording, the Game Awards literally finished 43 minutes ago. So we were just, we're really just fresh off of it. We're going to talk about it. I want to ask you first and foremost. So what were your thoughts on the Game Awards as a whole, as an award show, in terms of just how everything was presented, how it went? I just want to hear your thoughts on everything as a whole.
Honestly, I was quite impressed. When I look at award shows like this, I typically a lot of these games weren't for me, but also at the same time, I was impressed with the variety as well as so we'll get into the variety later because there's some stuff I didn't like about the variety.
Sure,
but I am impressed with just how they started, and I felt like they started really high. They kept going really high, and then that ending just fell flat, and we'll get more into that. But I felt like they came out the gate swinging, and that's always a good way to start a show like this.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it will, and yeah, we'll kind of just talk about games that were showed off a little bit later. But I think for me, it started off great. And then after the pre-show, that little trailer or that intro video that Jeff put together, that was really nice. I actually almost teared up whenever he was playing that.
That was a good intro.
Yeah, and then it started off good, and then for me, it kind of just was just stagnant, for most of the time. And the ending was good. But I don't know, it was kind of just a show for me personally.
Yeah.
I think and I guess my next question will be, and this is something I definitely want to talk about. What do you think they did well this year? And what do you think is something that the Game Awards can do better next year? Or like, what are some criticisms that you had that you think that they could kind of improve upon?
I I think one of my favorite segments of the show, and it's one thing I want to see them do more of, which they just did it really well. What was it called? It was the section where they brought on the girls makes games
Yeah. Hmm.
category. That was really cool and very sweet.
Yeah.
Um, like bringing on more video game developers and developing companies and just things like that. Like we didn't need as much as I love Jason Momoa, we didn't need Jason Momoa on stage looking like he was kind of drunk maybe, but like
Yeah.
we didn't need that as cool as like a Street Fighter like live action is, even though I have my opinions on that. But
Sure.
the idea of like Felicia Day talking about this project was really cool and it was really interesting, and I really hope more people who have kids who are or daughters who are interested in games can consider sending their kids there, and like other I want to see other companies like that for everyone, you
Yeah.
know. That would be sweet. So if Game Awards focused on that a lot more,
Hmm.
that would be awesome.
Hmm.
Um, and then something I think they can improve on. Um, one of my first notes was during the pre-show, and
Okay.
they did games for accessibility at the end of or at in the pre-show,
Mm.
and I
Right.
really think, again, talking about games, gaming's for everyone. The accessibility in games should be celebrated more than ever at a showcase like this,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be a pre-show kind of throwaway thing. It should be like the people should come on, or you should make a video talking about like the accessibility these games did, because they're like put on. It was kind of cool this year, which I will say they did this better. They actually said what these games did in the accessibilities in the voting section. I
Yeah.
thought that was cool. They didn't have that last year. I had to like Google it myself.
Hmm.
Um, but celebrating games for everyone and people making strides in accessibility so more people can play games. That needs to be celebrated more.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't even notice that about the whenever voting for the Game Awards. Like, oh, it actually
Yeah,
like
it,
I didn't notice that it was never there until I noticed that it was there this year, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess like because the
it,
only game I think in that list that I played was Doom, and that's the game that won that
yeah.
award. And yeah, my I have a couple of gripes, and it's kind of like it's kind of the same thing every year, right? It's the presence of Hollywood, and but also just like I wish that they would give just a little more time to like instead of just like going like rapid fire for some of these awards, like I like of course they focus more on like the ones that people like really care about, but like some people really care about like these other ones too, and sometimes they just kind of list them off and just read them off, and I just wish like I don't really like the idea of having some awards shown during the pre-show.
I
Like I think the pre-show should just be like, just
I
some announcements and things like that. I feel like I don't know, like maybe that's
I
just me,
I
but
do
yeah,
agree with that, but I have no issue with the esports ones being
sure,
in the pre-show, because
yeah,
like
yeah,
those are like as cool as those are. It's like I get you have a show you got to run,
right,
and like those are like they're not developers, and they're also
yeah,
games that have been out for a while. Like
yeah, hmm,
the
yeah.
esports one, like I get
That's fair.
it.
But like, like didn't they? I think they had best family game too during the
Yeah, that should
pre-show.
have been in the main
That should
show.
have been in the main show, and so
That was the
yeah,
first award. It was like,
yeah, really
what are you
strange.
doing?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's like one gripe I have, dude. When they announced the Street Fighter movie, that they did not have to bring out like every single person, and they were out there for way too long, and it was just like I'm
And no
literally
one
sitting
flashed
there.
to wrap it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they should have, dude. I'm literally sitting there like, dude, are they gonna like? Is everybody on the stage going to say something before we even get anywhere? Like, it just felt like a joke. It just felt like, especially like Jason Momoa. Like, it just felt like, again, like these people aren't taking it seriously. You know, this is something that Landy and I talked about on our first episode of What's Brewing. Is like, you know, like you are like Jeff, you're never going to get the approval of Hollywood. You know, you are never. They're always going to look down on you. They're always going to kind of just like, you know, just kind of, you know, treat you like less than. And I feel like that. I even saw that here tonight. You know, it's just like, I don't know. Like I feel like there was. Because I always am annoyed with like the presence of Hollywood, but I felt like there was a lot of it tonight specifically. Like even with like, and I was fine with David Harbour being there, but like I mean, I don't know. Like it just feels like, again, like this is not the Oscars, right? You know, it's the
Yeah.
Game Awards, and I just feel like they give too much attention to people like Jason Momoa and like, you know, hey, I'm glad a Street Fighter movie got announced. Like that's cool, but it's like, I don't know. We did not have to have literally everybody in the movie on stage, and like half of them had to say something. It just felt like a waste of time to me.
My biggest gripe. So like, I feel like the only big Hollywood thing I can remember is Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I know Felicia Day was also on stage, but I'm pretty sure she works with that company, Girls
Yeah.
Makes Games, you know? So, like, that made sense. And then David Harbour, he's showing off the game he's in. Okay.
Yeah.
But, like, it was better than last year, I will say
Yeah.
that. Like, no Snoop Dogg for no
No.
reason.
Well, Snoop Dogg was like on the screen at one point in like one of the ads, and I'm like, oh, dude, Landy is probably fuming. You know, like that's just all I was thinking of. It was just so funny. Literally all I hear in my head is Snoop Dogg. You know, that's my best Landy impression. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the pacing is always off for these award shows.
I will say why I think the pacing is off. I saw this article, and I have it up right here.
Yeah.
It's from Kotaku. It reportedly now costs $1 million to buy a 3-minute trailer at the Game Awards.
I think it was on Twitter. I'm not sure if it had to have been the link to the same article. I didn't read the article,
Yeah.
but I saw that. I'm like, whoa, like that is insane.
I'm not telling. I like at the same time as these people like have droned on for a while.
Yeah.
I guess if someone gives me $1 million, I'm not telling them to wrap it up either.
Okay, you do have a point. Like you have a point there, because it's like, yeah, like dude, they're paying you the big bucks, but then that's the thing though. Like, man, like I think like I don't know. I still think that there needs to be some consideration for like what the event actually is. You know.
This other part
Go ahead.
also bothers me on here. Many nominated studios only get offered 2 tickets to attend.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. No way.
Which is wild, because I've been offered free tickets to this event.
Really?
So it's like, why?
Big shot.
Well, it's like, I don't go because it's like, it's an ad show, you know? It's better to watch it at home. I get a better seat.
Sure. Oh,
You know?
absolutely. I'm way more comfortable here, you know, just like in my room.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like, but, dude, just get rid of the audience. Like, who? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like the audience doesn't need to be there, and offer these people some seats.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but like the audience like brings them in money, you know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, it's like, yeah, there should be. Wait, so
Every ad you're making $1 million.
wait, so you said, wait, what did you say that a studio, like studios are typically only given like 2 tickets or something, or is it 2 free tickets?
Many nominated studios get only get offered 2 tickets, so it's probably free tickets.
Oh, so they get offered 2 tickets, but because I was like, wait, like the entire dev team of Expedition 33 was there,
That's
like,
well,
but it
I'm
wasn't
wondering if they got special treatment or if it's per
Yeah.
award. Though,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm not yeah, that's interesting. That's kind of weird. But I mean I guess like I don't know. I mean you have like a bunch of like well-known people and devs and actors
Yeah.
and things like that there. So yeah. So okay, so what do you think the Game Awards can do better next year?
I mean, if their venues, I don't know if they're only able to offer people 2 tickets, though, like get a bigger venue maybe.
Maybe?
Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard these stories with like E3 events, where like
Mm. Okay.
these developers couldn't get in, or like
Yeah.
at least they didn't have like a ton of tickets. But
Yeah.
um, but if you're making $1 million for every 3-minute trailer
Right.
at these awards, like
Yeah.
I don't think you need to rely on an audience ticket
Yeah,
price.
well, I mean, I don't, and to be fair, I don't know how expensive it is to put on that show. Like I don't know how
Yeah,
much it costs to like have that theater. So like, it probably costs way more than we think. But like, I don't know, because also like some of those trailers were not 3 minutes. So it's like, how much like did they pay and things
yeah.
like
So
that,
did they pay an extra?
Yeah, so I mean I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting, and it also makes me think. That's probably why like you don't see certain studios here. It's like, oh, we
You
gotta
don't see
pay.
indie studios. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, well, you don't. I mean, I guess you like. I mean, we do, but like we kind of. I don't know. Like maybe
you
not.
see a lot less.
You see it more at like Summer Games Fest, things like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Again, I don't know how the pricing and everything works for like the costs and expenses with all that. I'm not a business like major. Like I can't break it down for you. But so
But
you go ahead.
I will say, have the audience there for Summer Game Fest. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's celebrating the games that are coming out for these people. But if you're doing an award show, celebrate the
It
developers.
should. So you think the award show should just like for the in-person audience, the award show should just be like devs and like industry names and just like
And
people like
family.
that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's pretty much how like the Oscars is run, right?
Yeah.
But also like I don't want this to be the Oscars. You know what I mean?
I don't
And
want it to be the Oscars either, but
but
I think
it's very it's going to be very similar to it, and like obviously like any award show is structured this way,
Yeah.
but I think just for me again it's like the Hollywood thing, and just like spending too much time on like certain things and things like that. So you say okay, so you're saying okay, so like maybe adjustments to like who actually gets allowed to attend in person or who's allowed to attend in person and things like that. Do you have anything else that you think that the Game Awards as an award show could do better for next time?
Yeah, and Jeff doesn't need to be the only host. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to be the only host. You
Oh,
can
but that's
have
what
so
Sydney's
many,
for. That's what Sydney the pregame's for,
and it's always those two, and it's
Yeah,
like that's
sure.
cool. Like I want them back every year, of course, but like switch it up a little bit,
Yeah.
like
And
I don't- I-
he
you know,
should be I think he should be like the main person like on stage, but I think like it would be cool like if it wasn't just him like um I don't know. I feel like it would be cool if he had some more like obviously like he gets people to present like the awards and to talk about like the with Felicia Day, and I already forget like what her company's called.
Girls Make Games.
Girls Make Games. Like like I get that he gets all these people to like talk and present these things, but it would be cool if like we saw a trailer and then it just like cut to like somebody else, but like Jeff,
Yeah.
I still think Jeff is he's the face of
He
this
should
thing.
be the
He
face instead of
right, he
actor.
should be the face. He's the one who
But-
puts it all together. But yeah, I mean I think that would be cool, just get some more variety in terms of who's
You
on
have-
stage.
You have hundreds of voice actors sitting out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to just have like a couple actors to just present best performance and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm with you on that.
You have it scripted for Ben Starr to just go.
That was as soon as that happened, I'm like, that's gonna be the meme that comes out of this show. It's the
It felt like they were forcing a meme.
yeah.
Like, the last one was so natural. And
Yeah.
but it's a good one.
So Do you have anything else to add on that? Or
No, I think just, like, this show was a lot better than I think other shows that they've done,
okay.
especially than Summer Game Fest this year. That was
Yeah.
fantastic.
So, we're gonna talk about obviously like game reveals and stuff in a little bit.
Okay.
We obviously have to address Game of the Year. Okay.
Yes.
And just, maybe we can talk about some other awards and things like that too. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, to everyone's surprise, and by everyone I mean honestly like no one's surprised, at least, the way that I see it. Expedition 33 took Game of the Year at the 2025 Game Awards. Trousers, do you think Expedition 33 deserved Game of the Year? Do you think it should have went somewhere else? Let me hear your thoughts on this.
I will say it definitely. I don't think. I'm thinking of all the nominees for Game of the Year real quick.
Yeah, so it
But
was
I
Expedition, Silk Song, Hades 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
Yeah.
and Death Stranding. Those were
Yes.
other nominees. Yeah.
And I would argue all of those games deserved it. Like
Sure.
who am I to say what deserved what? But like, yeah. Out of all those games, I haven't even finished Claire Obscura. I'm terrible.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, out of all those games, I think Expedition 33, they deserved it the most. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I
In
think
my
so too. I was I was expecting them to win. I think it just made sense. I think like with all like the winners, it was pretty much how I expected it to go. Expected Expedition 33 to take most of the awards. And I'm not just saying that because I love that game and like maybe some people will say I glaze it, whatever. But like it truly is one of the best games that came out in the last like 10 years that I've ever played.
I 100% agree. And like, well, here's the thing. This year of gaming, like just looking at everything that was there, was pretty stacked. Like it was.
It was.
I think it was the best
yeah.
year this gaming generation.
I don't know because I think it was 2023. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was a pretty crazy year, right? With like Tears of the Kingdom and like things like that, and it's just like I don't know. I mean, I feel like this year had some really good games, but like again, another
was 2023 also.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate was 2023, but like the AAA presence, I feel like was weak. Like the big shots, I don't really think there was too many big shots this year outside of like Ghost of Yotei, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart World. Maybe I'm forgetting a bunch of them, but I feel like this was a big like indie year, and maybe it's just because 3 of them were nominated for Game of the Year. I don't know.
I might argue that's why it was a good year.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not saying it's a bad year, right? I'm just saying
no, I mean like one of the top years.
Yeah.
Like, lack of AAA means more people played these like creative games.
Sure, absolutely.
And I don't want to call it like AAA slop because that's mean.
Yeah.
But like there's AAA, like the big AAA games I can think of this year other than like Ghost of Yotei or Death Stranding was like Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Yeah. It's kind of just like there wasn't a lot of big like like heavy hitters, like fourth up the bat, bases loaded. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't a lot of like big. I don't know, like even like Square Enix this year. I mean, recently Octopath came out. Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't really know what else like they released. I'm blanking on Capcom had Monster Hunter, which was big, but it wasn't as popular as like previous Monster Hunter games. Monster
Hunter's a fine game, but was it better than everything that came out?
No, it was good. I put a lot of time into it. We've done a lot of hunts together actually as well. But I think
that Final Fantasy one too.
Yeah, and I think like we I mean, it was just so it's like in terms of like these big heavy hitter, like big name, big wig like companies, there wasn't like too much, but like you said, maybe that's why this year was so good because there was a lot of like indies, there was a lot of games that people might have slept on, if like GTA 6 came out this year, just as an example, or like things like that.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I mean, Hades 2 looks so good that it made me play Transistor this year, and I've owned that game
You were telling me a little bit about
forever.
that. Is that the same studio? Is that also
Same
Supergiant?
studio. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. That game, I think, is over 10 years old now,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
And it was, oh my gosh, one of the best games I played this year. And I'm
Dude,
like, if Hades is a fraction as good,
uh-huh.
like I'm sold.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
so,
I've never played a Hades game until literally a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
Hades 2 is $30 and I'm like, pff, got like a 97 on Metacritic, like I know a lot of people who love this game. I'm gonna give it a shot, and then I got like hooked on it. Like the only reason why I'm not playing it more right now is because Octopath came out. So like,
yeah.
and
That's
so
fair.
I just love the Octopath series. But like, dude, I got like hooked on it, and it's funny because like I was never into roguelikes really ever at all until like last year I started to get into some. Like I played like Balatro. I was like, that was fun. But then this year I played 3 roguelikes alone. I played Elden Ring Night Rain, which was very fun. And
Yeah,
we've done some Night
we
Rain
played that
together.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I my girlfriend and I played Blueprints, which is like, dude,
Is
that
that a
game
roguelike?
is it is. So it's
Oh,
slept on, dude. It's like the way that I describe it is it's like a puzzle escape room roguelike. That's the best way that I can describe it. It is so slept on, dude. And
yeah,
I'm glad that it got nominated. I wish it would have gotten something, but it's up against Clair Obscur. It's not going
yeah.
to beat Clair Obscur. But dude, that game is so slept on, bro. It's so fun. It's so good. It's just like addicting, right? It's addicting, and it's one of those things where it's like you're kind of the story is unfolding as you like kind of discover more about like where you're at and what you're doing, and it's just like I don't know, like I really love that game. I think it's in my top 5 this year. Actually, I'd put Blueprints in my top 5 this year, to be
Wow.
honest.
Uh,
And
I
then
actually I remember
yeah.
your you did like a tier chart for, and I remember that scored pretty high for you as
Yeah,
well.
it's up there, man. I like it's good. It's addicting. So like Blueprints, Elden Ring Night Rain, and then like Hades 2, and I'm like, wow, I think I'm a roguelike guy now, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like I just
You're the third person to tell me about Blueprints today, by the way, too.
oh my
Like the
dude,
fact that it's like
let me tell you something. I wish I would have streamed it. I
really.
wish I would have streamed it. It would have been a wonderful like first playthrough, like on stream experience. But like Delicia and I got to play it together, and she's not like much of a gamer, but she's like super smart. She's like one of the smartest people I know. I love you,
Okay.
Delicia, if you're watching. But yeah, not to glaze. I mean, I'm gonna glaze my girlfriend. Okay, I'm gonna do it. But like but it like it was a puzzle game. It's free on PlayStation Plus if you have the PlayStation Plus subscription, and I'm like, you know what? I think she would be into that. She likes puzzles and things like that, and we had a blast with it. So, yeah, it's just been like a year of roguelikes for me, which is like not a genre that I didn't realize that I needed more of in my life.
Yeah.
So Clair Obscur gets Game of the Year. I think it was deserved. I am glad that Silksong got something. It got Best Action Adventure Game. I felt really bad that like, because Silksong was amazing. Silksong's like my number 2 or number 3 game this year. And I just felt so bad that like this honestly like this was one of the most anticipated games like in like a niche fan base that I've seen in a long time, and it's like, man, it sucks that it had to go up against Expedition 33 because if that game didn't come out, Silksong was taking way more awards. But
Yeah.
I'm glad it got one. I'm glad it got at least one.
People always like act like awards though are like the conversation, but being part the nomination is the conversation, right?
I agree.
Like having these conversations about games like wow, that people seem to love this game. I'm going to try it. Like Expedition 33, yeah, sure it got more attention, but like people were talking about these games. That's what's
Absolutely.
important. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think too, so like even just I lost my train of thought. That's crazy. I was gonna say something about that. No, here's what I was gonna say. The fact that these games got nominated is a win. Like if that's how I see it. I think that's how a lot of these studios see it. Like just the fact that you get nominated is a win, and like even like again, like I didn't really know. I knew a lot of people loved Hades. Hades 1, and I knew Hades 2 came out, but I'm like, man, I got like, dude, people are talking about it. I got to try it. It's nominated for Game of the Year, you know, like, and like
It's
even
30
with
bucks.
30 bucks is a steal for that game, dude.
Yeah.
And, excuse me, and even like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Never a game I'd be like really interested in, but like the more people that I talk to, whether it's in my chat, yeah, like people love that game, and it was nominated for Game of the Year. I'm like, okay, why? Like this game was nominated for Game of the Year. It obviously deserves to be here. I don't know anything about it, but I want to try it. You know, like if it was nominated and like people like there was a lot of people that I was talking to even today, like during stream, were like, you know, they thought that like KCD2 should have actually won Best RPG because it was more RPG than something like Clair Obscur. And so it's like, man, I really want to check it out.
Especially because you want to be able to participate in that conversation, right? It's kind of hard to say like your piece on it without knowing the game or knowing anything about it. Yeah.
And I'll never speak on something that I know nothing about, you know, but like, and obviously I can't afford to play every single game like all the time. Even like I'll be lucky if I could play a couple of Game of the Year like nominees every year. I typically can get away with playing a couple because like I don't know, just I just have a good feeling about a lot of games that come out. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be Game of the Year. But like I mean, Death Stranding, like that's one game where it's like that game is just not for me, and I will never play Death Stranding again. Like I'll acknowledge that it's good, it should be there, but it's just not for me. But I'm not gonna participate in that conversation. Yeah, I'm not gonna participate in that conversation because it's like I have nothing to talk about when it comes to that.
Like yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Like we're on awards too.
Yeah.
I forgot. I probably should have added this with the what I would have changed section.
Hey, let's talk about it now.
Player's voice.
Trousers, bro. I don't know how many more times I could see Genshin Impact nominated for Player's Voice. And okay, so like here's the thing. Here's what really bothers me. Because I used to play Genshin once upon a time. And I don't play Wuthering Waves, but I know it's a similar like gacha like experience and things like that. I know I can't speak for Wuthering Waves, but I know because I used to play Genshin, especially during Game Awards season, that they in the past will bribe you with primo gems to vote for them.
Yeah.
And that rubs me the wrong way, dude. It rubs me the wrong way.
To be honest, that's not even my issue. My issue is why are games that didn't come out this year in the conversation? How insulting to all the other studios that made games this year.
Yeah.
How insulting. That you took up 2 spots at the, you know, insane. And they are offering currency. Yeah. Wuthering Waves came out like May 2024.
Yeah.
It came to PlayStation this year, but
that
doesn't count.
They really like I don't know. Like I think like if the game did not come out this year, it shouldn't be even considered, you know. And the reason why people vote for like these gacha games is because again, they are like a lot of like I know because I played Genshin once upon a time, and I know that like they offer primo gems. Like it's just like I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. But like at the same time, it's like okay, like it's hard because Player's Voice is like the one category where I feel like okay, this one actually matters. Yeah. You know, not saying the other ones don't, right? But like it's a panel of judges who vote on these games, who decide. And I feel like Player's Voice is actually you know, it's actually an extension of like our voice, you know, of like, okay, like what does like the general consensus think like the best game this year was? And to see like Genshin and Wuthering Waves to win that, I don't know, like it just I don't
Well,
like it, and they need to it has to be limited. It should be limited to games that just came out in
and
that year.
just to tie it back into to another previous point, are you gonna tell Hoyoverse they can't be in Player's Choice when they do like 13 ads at $1 million every 3 minutes? You
Sure. Well,
know,
because they
like
have all that money, dude. They make billions of dollars off of a
yeah,
couple characters, you know?
it's insane. It's
Yeah,
insane.
I don't
So
know.
like, are you gonna tell them no? Like,
Yeah. At this point, it's like, dude, make a best like gotcha game category or something. Actually, here, that's an interesting question. Should there be new categories at the Game Awards? And if so, what could those categories be? I
there's
have one in my head that I think should be there.
there's already a category for those though, and it's best community
Ongoing
support. Best,
community support.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like what like old games have a spot there.
Yeah.
It's like it's insane.
Well, here's what I'm thinking
Um
about. Like, I was thinking, like, what's a new category they could add? I think, especially now, there should be like a best like remake category or like even remaster maybe, because we have a lot of remakes that are like we're in the era of remakes. Everything's getting remade. I feel like maybe that could be a category, right? Because
yeah.
like I don't know. You know, I'm
Re-
curious to hear your thoughts on that.
I especially because the term remake is so like varied now too. Like well just a new game they announced. I'll just tie it in with that.
Sure.
The Tomb Raider remake that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would love to see that in a category like that. You know, at the
Yeah,
Game Awards.
yeah. Like have a
Um
category for remakes because we get like now we're getting like a handful of remakes. I feel like,
and we're
a
getting
year.
at least 3 or 4 remakes every year.
I mean, dude,
Like
we're getting more remakes than like fighting games right now. There was really only one true fighting game that came out this year, and I'm glad Fatal Fury won because it was really the only actual new fighting game
fighting game.
that
That's what
came
I was
out this
thinking.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane. I for some reason I thought Dragon Ball Z came out this year, and I thought it was weird. But I think that was the year before the Dragon
What?
Ball Z fighting game, Sparking Zero.
Sparky
I think
Zero, I
that
think
was
was last year. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. That makes sense why it wasn't nominated then. 'Cause that
So,
was fun.
do you think any games, and I know you think one did, do you think any games got snubbed of an award or a
Okay, so
nomination?
I don't. But
Yeah. Well,
but
I'm asking this because one, I do want you to talk about Dispatch.
I
I know you. I think that's your
it's my
game of the year.
It's
Yeah,
my game
I
of the
want you
year.
to
Yeah.
talk about it, but I want to just hear like, do you think anything got snubbed? Do you think something should have been nominated for something that didn't? Do you think somebody should have like there was a game that should have gotten an award that it didn't get, and things like that?
I'm typically on the side of games don't get snubbed at the Game Awards because I think most games deserve to be there.
Mhm.
My exceptions for that rule is Player's Choice because old games are somehow in this conversation and that's not fair. And then was it last year where it was like the Elden Ring DLC or 2 years ago?
It was
Like
it was
DLC
last year.
shouldn't be
Yeah, it was last year.
DLC shouldn't be Game of the Year.
And I agree with you. And dude, I loved Shadow of the Erdtree, bro. It's one of the best DLCs I've ever played. Should not have been nominated for Game of the Year. If it was a
Yeah.
standalone experience, which honestly it felt like that, then yeah, but it's not that. Like you have to
Yeah.
purchase Elden Ring and progress to a certain point in Elden Ring
Through
before you
Elden,
can
yeah.
play the DLC, the downloadable content that's not its own separate game.
That would be a good category though, best DLC.
Ooh,
That would be a great
best
category.
DLC or
Yeah.
expansion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Especially because like, I feel like I might be more like Final Fantasy 14's expansions are like vast. Like I don't even play 14, but I understand like
Yeah.
those expansions are huge.
They might as well be their own
So-
games.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So like I could understand maybe like something like that getting a spotlight
Mm-hmm.
in that, but like yeah, there's tons of DLC every year where it's like that's the world we live in now. Like you might as well do best DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me
Um,
about Dispatch.
oh
Your
my
game of
gosh,
the year, man.
have you ever seen The Light and it was good? That's what Dispatch was for me. It was
Taste and see that Dispatch is good. Yeah.
oh yeah, but I don't think Dispatch got snubbed, and there's multiple reasons for that. I think if it came out earlier in the year, it would have got nominated more.
Yeah,
Um,
sure. Because
the
it wasn't,
last
the episodes weren't finished by the time that the nominations came out, right?
the last two episodes came out like 4 days after the nominations came out,
Gotcha.
so that probably means like they voted around episode 3 and 4 being out, so that's like
Sure.
probably half the nominations. So
Sure.
and that's just kind of like estimating on the side of error there, but
Sure.
like yeah, so I understand why Dispatch didn't get nominated. I think it's insane that it made it to all the way through Player's Choice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then best debut indie, it did deserve that. It kicked off really hard. It was
I
like
agree.
they had the best just start and go on that. And like the first two episodes, incredible. And then the second two episodes better and better and better, and then
Yeah.
the finale was just and then like the week after I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like what am I supposed, like it hit me that hard. I'm like, there's no more of this game for me to play, and I replayed it.
Wow. And made different choices?
I made different choices. I was the bad guy that time.
Okay. Yeah. I've been like watching a playthrough like here and there. And it was so interesting because like I really enjoyed like Invincible. And it just reminded me a lot of Invincible, and I'm like, oh, this is like really cool.
I think that's kind of become like my favorite comic book genre is like almost indie comics rather
Sure.
than like,
Yeah. Like not like Marvel and DC. And I know you're a big like Marvel DC guy too. But yeah.
And it's like I don't know, so because again it comes up with like creativity and different ideas, and Invincible's so good.
It is,
like,
dude. It is.
That show's been good. I love Steven Yeun and everything. It's just yeah. And then they had like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Like
yeah, it was the Walking Dead reunion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's one of my all-time favorite actors.
He's so like, good in everything that he's in. He's literally so good in everything he's in.
I saw like an article that he wants to play a character in Red Dead Redemption, like a movie.
Oh, he would be so perfect for a Red Dead game.
If Jeffrey Dean Morgan wants to do that, you let him do that.
Yeah, dude.
You pay him however much it costs.
Wow, that's so perfect. Maybe an RDR 3?
And getting him in a game would be awesome, especially because like a lot of actors have been like getting into voice acting lately.
Yeah.
And like I've seen like Aaron Paul being the main guy of Dispatch. That was cool. I didn't realize how much voice acting he's done before though.
Interesting.
Because he is Nyx in Final Fantasy Kingsglaive.
He is.
He's the main guy. Yeah.
He is. That's right. That's right. That was actually the one thing that I knew he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was baffled because for some reason, well, I think it was just subconscious. After I finished Dispatch, I wanted to go back and watch Kingsglaive for some reason.
That's so funny.
And I'm like, oh my god, that's Aaron Paul.
Wait,
like,
did you know it was Aaron Paul?
No.
Oh, that's really funny. So you didn't even know it was him after you finished Dispatch. You're just like, I feel like I want to watch Kingsglaive for some reason because those stories have nothing in common with each other.
Nothing. I just had like, I'm like, man, I haven't seen Kingsglaive in forever. I saw it on my shelf.
That's
and
amazing.
Then it was like, I missed Aaron Paul's voice. I think that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Go back, watch Breaking Bad again.
That's amazing. Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, okay, so if all the episodes of Dispatch were finished, do you think it would have been nominated for Best Narrative?
I gotta, okay. I'm trying to think of what was best narrative, like what was nominated.
Yeah,
That's a hard.
well,
Yeah,
Claire Obscure won. I figured that was gonna win. I think Death Stranding was not. I already figured it was nominated too. I think Death Stranding was nominated. Ghost of Yotei was nominated. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the other ones that were nominated, but that was another category that was like, there was a lot of good games in that category.
yeah. That would be a hard category.
I think even
but,
Hades
I mean,
2, Hades 2 might have gotten nominated for
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering because there's whenever Dispatch after all the Game Awards like nominees were announced, so whenever because dude, everyone was buzzing about Dispatch, dude.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people who were like, dude, it should have gotten nominated for Best Narrative. And like I could see why. I mean the whole experience of Dispatch is the story and the characters, So
and they're all so good. I would say it probably would have got nominated. I understand why people didn't nominate a game that wasn't fully
sure,
done
of course,
telling its story
yeah.
for that though. Which I'm also kind of wondering, like, would Dispatch qualify for next year as well? Because it didn't finish until
I don't know.
No,
I'm gonna say probably not because it did get nominated for a couple things, right?
Yeah, player's voice and best debut.
Best debut, yeah.
Which that's impressive on itself too. But yeah, I think Dispatch would have been nominated for best narrative.
Yeah.
All
right.
That gameplay too. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Keep talking. Keep talking.
That gameplay of Dispatch was so much fun. It was like almost like a puzzle, but
yeah. Is it like puzzle but like quick time events and like things like that? Like because I've seen like some of it, right? I know you do like different you're not just like pressing a button, right?
It's not like you're. So there are quick time events, but you can actually turn those off.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't because that's more fun.
Of course.
But there's basically you sit at your computer and you dispatch superheroes and you get calls and it's like, I need a hero to do this, this, and this, and then you have to send them out.
Yeah, I need a hero to walk my dog.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Wait, really? I said that as a joke. Yeah. I swear I said that as a joke.
So you have to find a hero that's best suited for it, but also at the same time you don't want to send out all your heroes on every mission because when they come back they have to take a rest and like recover.
Gotcha.
And then as you progress, as the more times you use a hero, they level up and they get powers. So like,
oh, interesting.
Yeah,
really?
One of my favorite powers was there's a character named Prism, and she's like a light base. She can make like light constructs almost. So if you send her, and there's let's say the mission has 3 slots, right? So you can send her, and then a hero in the second slot, and then that third one will become a light construct of the center hero.
Okay.
Yeah, so they'll get like the same stats as that second hero. So you're using less heroes, but you're sending out 3.
Interesting. Wow,
yeah.
I'm really curious to see because I'm wondering and obviously you'd be able to answer this because you finished it, but if you have like a hero who has like higher stats overall than like someone else that maybe you didn't dispatch as much, would they I'm wondering okay, is there likelihood of making it through the entire story then increased because they're actually stronger? Or is that just are some narrative decisions kind of locked?
That's more of a narrative thing. I will say though, because you upgrade their stat points as they level up too. But later on in the missions, which I kind of wish I knew before, I wish they give you like a heads up. There's missions where it's like, if you send people over this level, you fail the mission automatically.
Whoa.
So that makes it like a million times harder. So if you're like, there's a character you like who's really strong and you're putting all their stats into strength.
Yeah.
They can't go on like missions that if you have more than 5 strength, you're done.
Huh. That's so interesting. Huh.
It made like each episode gets harder, like puzzle
Yeah.
wise, which is really cool.
Cool.
Um, I will say like that game wasn't the best at like telling you that stuff though.
Right. They just kind of throw
But
you in, and it's like because they
yeah,
want you to experience. They want. That's what doing it on replay is for. That's what
yeah,
second playthroughs are for.
and the other cool thing about that is it's not just dispatching too. There's like missions where you at the computer have to like hack into different things. So there's like
Okay.
a puzzle there, or like if you're about to fail a mission, there's sometimes like the opportunity to hack into it and help
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's really cool. And then each one's a percentage base, so like you're not always guaranteed to pass every one. Like
Cool.
you can send a
I like
character
that.
with like 10% and still pass.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
like that there's stakes there.
yeah,
It's cool.
it's really cool.
So, let's get into like some of the reveals. So, like, what were some games that were revealed that got you excited? Some maybe like a new game that it's like, wow, this game was revealed and I didn't even realize that I wanted it until I saw it. I have one off the top of my head that was like the highlight for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to hear you first.
Well, they kicked the show open with Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic.
Oh yeah, dude.
The first
Dude,
thing they showed.
Dude, I was like, okay, this is obviously Star Wars. I don't think it's KOTOR, and I'm like, what could this be? And then it said Fate of the Old Republic. I'm like, no way, it's a sequel
No.
to arguably one of the best Star Wars games out there, in my opinion.
Which I'm wondering if this has been the plan since like the KOTOR remake was announced.
Right. Okay,
You
wait.
know,
I need you to clear something up for me. So,
yeah.
was the KOTOR remake canceled? Or are they still doing it? Or is I swear I can't remember. And maybe somebody who's like, in the comments or like listening can like clear it up for me because I can't remember. I can't remember if it was that or like the Quantum Dream Star Wars game that was being made. I swear one of those games got canceled.
So
Could be wrong.
what I remember last of KOTOR was like it's kind of in limbo because I
Okay.
think their directors kept leaving. I think they lost like 2 or 3 directors.
Got it. Okay.
But the Eclipse one, I think was also in limbo. But recently, Quantic Dream made a post that they're still working on it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like I think they made that post this year. So
Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Maybe, I'm probably with all these, with like the Kingdom Hearts Missing Link cancellation, I'm just thinking everything's getting canceled, right?
I didn't realize that was even a Star Wars game though until like right because I was like, oh, cool, it's gonna be a sci-fi horror.
Oh,
thing.
dude, I felt like, dude, when I saw the ship, I'm like, that's a Star Wars ship, bro. Like, this is a Star Wars
I
game,
couldn't.
dude.
I know my Star Wars, and I just couldn't think of what type of ship that was. And then I saw that droid. I'm like, nah, that's not a Star Wars droid.
Man,
And
would have
then
loved to see some gameplay, but that's okay.
that's yeah. It's I think it's 2027, so we got time,
Yeah, yeah.
But like the reason I think I didn't recognize it was Old Republic. I don't know much about Old Republic stuff.
Yeah.
So man, I'm excited. Like that, it just looked so good. I also like the whole time I'm like, no, that's not Star Wars, is it? No,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
like that looks Star. Like this music sounds Star Warsy, but I don't know. It could just be
Yeah.
based.
Yeah.
And then that in the lava thing, I was like, is that Rey? Because like her ponytail thing.
Yeah,
Like Rey.
it did. She did kind of look like Ray a little bit. That's
little
why.
bit.
And I'm just like, like, because in my head I was like, this can't be the KOTOR remake. This doesn't look familiar at all. Like, that's good. That's what I'm thinking about. But I'm like, wait, but is it? Am I remembering it wrong? Because it was so long ago since I played it.
I've never played Knights of the Old Republic.
I recommend it. It's I would say that, and it is my personal opinion, right? I would say that the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, not like the remade ones, but like the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2 is a top 3 Star Wars game. And I would say The Force Unleashed, bro. Force. I love the Force Unleashed.
I haven't played those either.
Oh,
I
so
haven't played
good.
those either.
Now, haven't played like the Cal Kestis games. I watched a playthrough of the first one and it looked good. It looked like a game I would enjoy, but like, I watched a playthrough of it, so I'm like, I don't need to play it. I just didn't have time to. But like, I mean, I would say those are like my top 3 in terms of like Star Wars video games right there.
Oh, the Jedi, or the Jedi.
I would say Force in no particular order: KOTOR, original Star Wars Battlefront 2, and the first Force Unleashed.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I've heard so much good stuff about those 2 I haven't played.
Yeah.
The Jedi games are great. The Jedi Fallen Order.
They look really fun.
Survivor, yeah. Which I'm surprised because, like, with how Survivor ended, we're supposed to be getting a 3rd one. Like, it's obvious there's going to be a sequel to that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a couple of years. I was just kind of surprised they didn't go.
Maybe next year. Maybe they'll say something. Maybe they'll show something.
Well, I know Respawn and EA were kind of in charge of that, and I know they're in the process of like selling EA.
That gets a little messy too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic was like, I freaked out. I freaked out.
I gotta go watch your reaction.
More would have did that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was editing it actually before we started. It's fun.
I think for me, you want to know what game I was most excited for? It was in the pre-show, bro. Dude, it was Bradley the Badger. Dude, Bradley the Badger, bro. That was the game where I'm like, I didn't realize I wanted this game until they showed it to me, because it was just like, dude, you have like every genre of game in there, right? It's kind of like it was kind of like a celebration of just like gaming genres in general. Like, you had like Badger Board. I was dying laughing, bro. I saw Badger Board. I'm like, dude, this is your Bloodborne 2. Right here. Like, here it is. That game looks great, dude. Like, that game
awesome.
It just looks wild, like wild, stupid fun, right? I think that one was probably the one that I genuinely enjoyed seeing the most. For me, there wasn't really a lot of things that appealed to me. Like, there was a lot of space, sci-fi. There was like quite a bit of horror stuff. There was a lot of like, dude, this show was brutal. There was like, I mean, dude, like people getting shot in the head in these trailers, and like just like a lot of like brutal trailers. And I'm like, hold up, dude. Like there just wasn't a lot.
I just want to play Bradley the Badger.
Yeah, I just want to play Bradley the Badger, man.
Leave me alone.
There wasn't really a lot for me here, and I think that's why for me, like, I'm not saying that this show was like a bad show, right? Just for me personally, yeah, it was like a 5 out of 10 for me personally. But it's not. I'm not saying that, because again, like to a lot of people, like there's a lot of things that like, that was shown that was like
that were big,
and like there was, I'd say like a 6 out of 10, because the Tomb Raider games were sweet. But here's the thing, I never played Tomb Raider, so I don't have like an attachment to Tomb Raider. I think if I did, this would definitely be higher for me.
You gotta try the last 3 Tomb Raider games.
Yeah,
on sale or something.
I might have to.
Yeah,
I might have to. But like again, it's just the show. I didn't think the show was bad. It's just a lot of what was shown wasn't for me. Even at the end, like Mega Man, new Mega Man game being announced. Crazy, dude. New Mega Man is insane. And I was like I've never even played a Mega Man game. But I was excited to see it because I know people like love Mega Man. But it's one of those things where it's like, because I never really got into it, it's like, again, it doesn't resonate with me. And I felt like that was just for me, that was a lot of what this show was. Outside of a couple things that were shown, Bradley, Phantom Blade Zero release date. That game looks awesome, dude. I've been like, that game I'm very excited for. I mean, there wasn't for me, there wasn't a lot of like memorable reveals. But again, it's just because like those games don't appeal to somebody like me. That's
And
really all it is.
there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't think every showcase needs to appeal to me with every game.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I've only played Resident Evil 2. I don't like horror games.
Yeah, Resident Evil 9 was shown too. Yeah, and Leon Kennedy was like.
I understand that was huge.
Yeah,
I understand
for
that was
sure.
huge. I was like, okay, but like.
Now, granted, the image there was an image that got leaked, or it was like an image or it was like the cover or something for RE9, and apparently it had like Leon on it. So like it's that's kind of like a bummer that like that happened, but yeah, like I know that's like a huge deal for people. I played Resident Evil 7 and 8, and I'm fine with just playing 7 and 8, but no, like again, like that's for like that. I mean, one game can like make or break if it was a good show for you or not.
Yeah, and like, it was like, oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
It's all good. It's all good. Were there some other games that you were interested in or that like kind of appealed to you?
Yeah, well, I with the pre-show.
Okay.
I could just rapid fire them
dude. I mean, hey, whatever you want to talk about, man, go for it.
Oh, actually, I thought you would have been excited about Pragmata. The demo's out today.
Yeah. So I like. Pragmata to me looks interesting. I don't know if like that would be a game that I think I would wait until it's on sale to give a shot. Like I'm not really like jumping like out of my seat like Pragmata, yeah, dude, like I don't know. Pragmata to me is like it looks cool. And now that we've seen more within the last like year, like it looks like it's gonna be really good. But for me, like I don't know, like I'm kind of just like, that's a game that it's like maybe I'll play that game, maybe I'm in no like, there wasn't really any instant like day one buys for me. Even with like Bradley the Badger, it's like this is like really fun. I'm definitely gonna play it. I don't know if I play it day one, but I'll play it.
It depends on the price, I think, too, for day one for that. Like if it's a $30 game, I probably would.
Right. Which it very well could be. It very well could be.
Just one game I thought was really cute in the pre-show was The Free Shepherd. Like
the first game, dude! That was so cute, bro.
That was really cute.
I'm like, man, dude, that made me feel good. Like I was like, wow. I feel like the pre-show for me, I actually enjoyed. There was more things in the pre-show than there were in the actual show that that I wanted.
It was all the indie games because I'm sure it was probably cheaper to be in the pre-show.
Maybe, maybe.
And then Divinity made me excited because Baldur's Gate 3 was so good.
Yeah.
So I was like, as gory as Divinity was, Baldur's Gate 3 was awesome. Yeah. And if it's anything similar to Baldur's Gate 3, which
apparently it's supposed to be bigger.
Yeah, which is
crazy.
Insane to think, because I still haven't finished Baldur's Gate. I've put so many hours in that game. Never finished it.
Yeah, that game, Divinity, I didn't even know what that was, like what that franchise was, and then like the trailer happened, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely not a game for me. Like from the trailer, I'm like, not for me. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, there's a lot of things, and I'm just like, no.
It was gross. That trailer was really
There was a lot of gross stuff in that trailer.
I thought that was gonna be a sci-fi horror game when I saw that statue too. Like they were teasing that statue all week. And I was like, oh, sci-fi horror. Like that's classic game. I guess I have like 4 more that I was just gonna
go for it.
Paper Trails. That was the game from Girls Make Games that is coming to Steam, and they're working with people. That's exciting. I think that's worth supporting too. Just
absolutely.
Such a cool thing.
Yeah.
In the Tomb Raider games, but we already talked about
Sure. Yeah, I know Tomb Raider fans. I'm happy for you guys.
The last 2, Star Wars Galactic Space Racer.
Oh, the pod racing game. Yeah, dude. Dude,
by the people who made Burnout. Like,
And
that's
wait, is it the
insane to
people who
think.
made Burnout? Because that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Or
realize. I love the
it's by
Burnout games.
people. I don't know if it's not the same studio, but it's
Yeah.
people who made
Yeah.
that. I'm like, imagine a racing game with like Burnout mechanics.
Oh, dude, give me like a crash mode, dude. That was my favorite mode in like Burnout 3 specifically. I remember is like it was literally just you just have to make the most diabolical like destructive collision that you can make with like one like just with like one collision. Dude, give me that, but Star Wars pod racing.
Yes. Yeah. Like, especially like just thinking of the Phantom Menace with the explosions in that and the race. A crash mode would be so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Just let us wreak havoc. Just let us wreak havoc, man.
That's really all I had to say about Space Racer. But they ended with High Guard, which I thought was weird. And then I think Expedition 33 saved the show by going new content out.
Oh, dude, bro, I'm like, bro, I can't even check it out. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna have time to check out the new content. But what I was thinking, what was so funny was like, dude, if Expedition 33 didn't win Game of the Year, and like, it's like they would have never like told anybody like, yeah, we have new content coming. Now, obviously, like I saw that they did make a post, so like they were gonna announce it anyway. But it's just like really funny. It's like it's a good thing they won Game of the Year, so they could be like, yeah, here's a free update. Yeah.
A lot of the Expedition team were taking papers out of their pockets like all night and reading them. It's like, how deep are your pockets with all the nominations you got this year?
Can we just talk about like, I mean, dude. That studio, Sandfall they have to have the most down to earth, just like humble people, dude, in this industry.
They are partying so hard tonight.
Yeah, they are, dude. And they're like, dude, they seem like the nicest people, man. Like, oh my gosh, like they deserved every single award that they won.
They really did. Like, a lot of people will think Expedition 33 is glazed, but like, I don't think they've played it if they say that. Like,
a lot of people were saying it's overrated. I think it's highly rated, but I do think it's properly rated for how good it is.
There's not many things I would say like in my opinion, like, people are gonna hate me for this, but like, I think the GTA 6 hype is a little overrated. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna tick some people off of that. Dude, not to say it's not gonna be a good game or anything.
I don't like GTA, so like you're in the right place. I
don't understand how GTA 6 is gonna live up to the hype that people have put it at. I can't imagine.
I don't know either.
It would have to be the greatest game in a century to like live up to that hype.
Yeah, and can we talk about the fact that it won most anticipated game 2 years in a row, and it's probably going to get most anticipated game next year because the game is never coming out.
Yeah, like, it's not like,
even though they delayed it to like November of next year. It's like, dude, like I don't know.
I'll say it. Witcher 4 got snubbed for most anticipated.
Oh yeah. What about the Wolverine? What about the Wolverine game?
Wolverine.
I don't think it was going to win most anticipated, but for me on that list, that's the one that I would have voted for.
I think because Wolverine's coming out sooner, I actually did vote for Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think I'm more excited about The Witcher, but like, who knows when that game's gonna come out? That the last CD Projekt Red game took 12 years in development.
Oh yeah.
That was Cyberpunk, and then it also didn't launch properly. So
I'm willing to give The Witcher 4 a shot. My hottest like gaming take is like, I didn't like The Witcher 3, but I'm willing to give it another try because I tried to play it because one of my best friends, Joe, it's one of his favorite games ever, The Witcher 3. And we used to game share on Xbox, and so I just had access to it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll play it. The combat didn't click with me, just a lot of things just didn't click with me, and maybe just because I wasn't used to maybe just because I wasn't used to like how the game was presented and like what they wanted me to do with like preparing for the fights and things like that. I'm willing to give another shot, but like I feel like everybody always has like it's like you have that one game that like everybody loves, but you don't like. To me, that's The
fair.
Witcher 3.
Uh,
In the same
yeah.
sense, it's like I have that one game that like I love that it's like I know there's a lot of people that don't like this game, like Final Fantasy 15 for example is that for me. Dude, it's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, but I know a lot of people don't like it, not to go on that rant or
Well,
anything.
no,
But
I watched Kingsglaive again for
yeah,
the
hey, yeah, right,
I like
right.
15.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love 15, but that's funny. Witcher, I probably like overhyped The Witcher because like it's nostalgia for me. Like that was the first game I was able to buy without my mom.
Okay, yeah. Those
You
ones
know?
always have a special place, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I bought the DLC. Like they have physical versions of the DLC with
Yeah, what is it, like Blood and Wine or something?
yeah,
DLC?
they came with Gwent cards. Like
Oh,
the
that's
card game.
cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
And I was working at GameStop around that time when those
Yeah.
came out, and it was just, oh man, yeah, that series is like, it's very special to me, and I don't know, I love it, but yeah, I can understand it not being for everyone. Too,
I will say I spent more time playing Gwent than I did actually playing The Witcher, like the actual game.
I think
Whenever I did try to play it.
I've spent more time playing Gwent than I spent playing Queen's Blood in Final Fantasy.
Oh, dude, I love Queen's Blood.
Queen's Blood is great, but like,
yeah,
I think there's just more places to play Gwent.
Oh,
than
for
there was
sure.
Queen's Blood,
Absolutely.
so that's why. But Queen's Blood's fantastic.
What do you think about Deadpool being the character that Marvel Rivals revealed that's going to be their next character?
So this like before season 5 even started, and now like tomorrow we're halfway through season 5.
Yeah.
Actually, it was before season 4 got announced. Or before season 4 came out, they found Deadpool voice lines in the
Oh,
files.
okay, cool. I didn't know that.
So like I've known about Deadpool for a while. Like,
yeah. What's his moveset gonna be? Like how's he gonna play? You think he's gonna be like a DPS probably?
He's got to be a DP. They both have to be DPSs because it's
Yeah.
Ella Bloodstone and Deadpool are the two characters they showed.
Okay. Who is Ella Bloodstone? I have no idea who that is.
No idea.
Okay. Like, because you know more about the comics than I do, and I was like, maybe Trousers. I have no idea who she is.
I had to Google the character's name
Yeah,
today
okay.
like, to figure out who that was.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of like when they add characters who aren't as popular, because like, look what Marvel Rivals and Jeff the Landshark did together. Like
Yeah. Oh
he's
yeah.
like one of
dude.
the most popular.
Dude,
Marvel
he's the
characters.
poster. He's the mascot, basically.
Jeff gets all the support in that game. It's awesome.
Yeah, no pun intended, because he's a support, right?
But yeah, he gets so much support, and I love that as a Jeff main.
Yeah, Deadpool being added was really cool. I'm curious to see how he plays. I haven't played Marvel Rivals in a bit, but like I really thought it was gonna be like Doctor Doom or like Thanos or like something like that.
I think they have 2 Doctor Doom character models already, like Doom and Doom 2099.
So he's
and
for sure gonna be in the game.
Well, no, he's the main villain of the whole game. Like,
oh, see, I don't. Shows you how
yeah.
much I paid attention.
There's
to all
a
the
lot
lore
of
stuff.
lore.
Yeah.
All the lore is put in like text, though, right?
Yeah,
so it's not, But yeah, like it's kind of weird. There isn't a Doom, like a playable Doom yet.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Deadpool. They're gonna have to nerf Deadpool. People aren't gonna like it, I don't think, because like he can't be. He can't be healing himself quickly as he plays DPS and does so much damage.
Well, I guess he can play similar to Wolverine, with that regard.
Wolverine's healing isn't the best.
It's
so,
not.
like,
As somebody who is a Wolverine main, right?
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
So like people are gonna be like, oh, it's not it's not comic accurate. It's like,
It's
well,
like, bro, it's a video game. Like, you
yeah,
gotta.
Invisible Woman doesn't heal people with her,
Right, right.
you know,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, chill.
yeah, it's like they gotta make it work. And like, I don't know, the things Marvel Rivals is doing lately is, it's awesome. Like, a Gambit's been like, I've been playing Gambit on all my quick play matches, just learning him, and I've almost got him to Lord already.
Oh, wow,
I've been
wow.
playing a lot.
Yeah.
And Rogue comes out tomorrow, and it's
Yeah.
like, and she can steal. Yeah, she can just steal their powers like straight up. Like, she'll like tackle them and absorb their power.
Oh,
So
that's
like,
really cool. So it's like it's like because like Loki's special or his alt is like he copies like
so
supers and stuff, but she can just straight up steal like other like abilities and
so
things
it
like
depends
that.
on the character she steals from. So like if she steals from Loki, the healing crystal he can drop, she can drop one of those.
Oh, that's cool. That's
And
fun.
then she can steal Doctor Strange's shield.
So
She
what
can, you know,
what classification like what is she like what is she like a
she's a
support
tank.
tank or she's a tank? Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, well,
Huh.
she's in the well, I know, like in the X-Men movies, she's like very, just she can absorb powers. That's it. But she
Yeah.
has like super strength, and I think she can like fly and stuff.
Interesting.
So it's
Huh.
like, like the movies made her a lot weaker than
Gotcha.
she is in
Gotcha.
at least certain stories. It's varies, but
Yeah. Okay.
um, yeah, like I just. And then, like, I think it's funny she can't steal anything from the Punisher because he has no powers. So,
That's funny.
like,
Huh.
yeah.
Her one
Oh,
weakness.
and her ult drains other people's ults.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
it.
Man, she's a menace.
Yeah,
She's a
I'm
menace.
excited. People are gonna be playing her for like 3 weeks, and then I'll get my chance.
All right. Well, trousers. I mean, we've been going for an hour and 15 minutes, bro. Like we've been. It doesn't even feel that long. I want to get to. I've got one final segment here.
Okay.
That I want to get to. And so what I want to do here is we're gonna play a little game. Play a little game, okay? And we're gonna have 5 rounds of this game. So what I have is I've got some Game of the Year nominees from previous years, maybe some from this year. We're gonna play a little game. I don't even know if it's called anything. I'm just gonna call it's just guess the Metacritic score, right?
Oh.
So, but not you're not gonna have to guess exactly what it is. If you want to, you can. But I'm gonna give you 2 games, and I want you to tell me which one do you think has a higher Metacritic score.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Will you tell me the year the games came out?
No.
Okay, that's so.
Mainly because
yeah.
I don't know the year they came. Well, I know some of them I do. Some of them I do, but some of them I'm like I don't remember what year this was.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you. We're gonna do 5 rounds. I'm gonna give you 2 games. You're gonna tell me which score you think is higher, and if you want to go further, just for fun, you can tell me what you think, like the actual
What
score
should be.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
the first 2 games we are comparing Claire Obscure Expedition 33 or It Takes Two. 2 Game of the Year winners, by the way. Which one has the higher Metacritic score?
Okay. So I think Claire Obscure does because I'm pretty sure that's a 98 on Metacritic, and that's pretty hard to beat. I'm almost certain it's a 98. Might be a 97. It Takes Two, I think, was like 95.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
So, you are correct. Expedition 33 is the higher has the higher Metacritic score. I think you might be thinking of user rating because Metacritic score Expedition 33 was a 92.
Oh, okay.
It Takes Two, it was an 88. So, but you were yeah.
Okay.
It was lower than I thought too. It Takes Two was lower than I thought too.
Wow. Yeah.
But hey, you're 1 for 1. You got that one right. Okay, next one. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice versus Bloodborne. 2 FromSoft games. Which one has the higher Metacritic score?
I don't play. I've never played either of them, which makes it very hard.
Right.
I I'm gonna say Shadows Die Twice has the higher one.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to be pretty shocking about Bloodborne. Like, I feel like it'd be very easy to say Bloodborne has the highest one, but
Okay.
I feel like it's. I think you're trying to trick me, Andy.
I mean, listen, I pulled them from the internet, right? You know,
Okay.
right? I'm just this one, right? Okay, what do you think the scores are?
I'm gonna say 90 and 89.
So 90 for Sekiro, 89 for Bloodborne. Okay, so Bloodborne actually has the higher Metacritic rating.
Ooh.
You were right, though. Sekiro is rated 90. It is a 90, so you got that right. Bloodborne was 92. Bloodborne was 92. Hey, don't be looking them up now. Don't be cheating over there.
I'm not.
I know. I'm playing. All right. So we're just saying, you got the Metacritic score right, but we're just saying you're 1 for 2 right now.
I'm a loser, I know, just saying.
Hey, no, you're doing good, though. You're doing good. All right. Next 2 games are, which game has the higher score? Super Mario Odyssey or The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom?
Oh, okay, that I was going to say Mario, but, like, that's... Tears of the Kingdom, I think, was, like, the highest rated game. Was it last year?
Tears of the Kingdom was 2023, I believe.
Oh, okay, wow. Maybe not then. Man, Mario Odyssey was probably... I loved Mario Odyssey, but I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna say Odyssey was higher, and that was probably... Okay. I'm gonna give it a 95.
Okay.
I liked Mario Odyssey.
Okay.
And Tears of the Kingdom was probably a 92.
Okay. So you said Mario Odyssey was higher with a 95 than Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Trousers, you would be correct. Mario Odyssey was higher. Mario Odyssey was a 97 on Metacritic.
Wow.
Tears of the Kingdom was a 96.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That was
very close.
Yeah,
very close.
When you said a Nintendo game, it was like kind of obvious. But
yeah.
Like,
the 2 Nintendo games. Yeah, it was that. That's a tough one. Yeah.
I was wondering Tears of the Kingdom, I think, ranked probably lower than Breath of the Wild 2 would be my guess.
I'm not sure. I'd have to check that. I want to say they're probably around the same. I feel like they were actually around the same.
Very close.
Yeah. Okay, so you're 2 for 3. Pretty good.
Okay.
2 for 3. We got 2 more left. Your next one. Final Fantasy VII Remake or Celeste? Which game is higher?
Celeste was an indie game. Who made that game?
I can't remember off the top of my head who made it. I actually just bought it last month. I haven't played it yet, but dude, everyone's been on. It
looks good. I remember.
Yeah, people have been hyping it up. So we got 7 Remake and Celeste. Which one do you think has the higher Metacritic score?
I think and these are Game of the Year nominees, right?
Yes, they're all Game of the Year nominees.
I'm probably gonna give it to Celeste as the higher score, and I'll say 90.
Okay.
On that. And Remake was the other one. Say like 88 on Remake.
Okay. Trousers.
Okay.
You would be correct. Celeste was higher, and you nailed Remake score with an 88. Remake did score an 88. That's impressive. Celeste had a 92 on Metacritic.
I feel like 92 is like gonna be the average for Game of the Year award.
Yeah. You got to keep that in mind too, right? Yeah, very good. Okay, you are 3 for 4 right now. 3 for 4. Okay, the last one we have God of War 2018 versus The Last of Us Part 2.
2018 was the first one, right?
Correct. The first one in the Norse,
and
games out of those games.
What was the second game again?
The Last of Us Part 2.
Okay, so we're talking. It's not user score, so
Right.
that's definitely a big change from
It's a
Last
big
of Us.
change, right? The Last of Us Part 2
Um,
user score went down the drain. We're
I
talking
liked
Metacritic
I
score.
liked part two, but so I'm gonna give it to Last of Us Part Two because that was like the highest awarded game of all time. Before Elden Ring came out, I remember that,
Yeah, yeah.
and then that's probably a 94, and I'll
Okay.
give God of War a 92.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
That's gonna be my final answer.
Trousers is locking it in. Trousers. I'm sorry, you're incorrect. God of War
Wow.
2018, what by 1 point was higher than The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 was a 93.
Okay. So
God of War
94.
2018 was a 94 on Metacritic.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Like I remember like critics loved The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
They really did, but like fans they were really mixed on it.
Yeah,
I
I was one of those where like because you said you loved The Last of Us Part 2. I did
I
not like it personally.
it's
It was
I think
very
like
divisive.
it was and like it's I get it. I also like I don't love it more than The Last of Us Part 1 or
Same. The
but
Last of Us Part 1 I would say is almost a masterpiece,
yeah.
to be
Yeah,
honest. Like
me
in
too.
terms of story and things like that. It was
That's
so good.
that's like probably in my top 5 or 10 favorite games.
Yeah.
I haven't considered that far back.
Yeah, I think I might put in my top 10 favorite like stories, when it comes to
Yeah.
narratives. Yeah, for sure. Man, it was good. Well, okay, you're 3 for 5. Hey, you passed. You
That's
passed. All right, that's what matters. That was tough.
that is a D, and that's what got me through high school. So
Hey, you passed. You got 3 out of 5, and you nailed some of the Metacritic scores too. So
no extra
we'll give you
credit, but
bonus
yeah.
points for that one, right? We'll give you bonus points for that one. That was a lot
D
of fun.
minus.
Well, thanks for doing that, man.
Thank you.
I mean, Trousers. I mean, we talked Game Awards. We talked about the show, what was shown, and everything. This was a fun discussion. Do you have anything else that you want to add? Any closing thoughts on anything?
I just like I will again want to say I feel like the Game Awards did improve a little bit this year in like the right directions. Like you're
Yeah,
not seeing posts like, "Hey, these guys are telling the winners to get off the stage."
sure.
Love that, and I think I don't know. If they keep going in this direction, I think the Game Awards is going to be better and better each year. Like
Yeah,
it's going to take steps, and of course, like
and they're not going to get it right every single year. They're not. They might even take steps backwards some years.
yeah,
But like I think like overall, I think, like again, I didn't like hate the showcase tonight, right? There were just a lot of things. Most of the things that they showed just didn't appeal to me at all. And in terms of the award show, it went just about how I expected it to go.
yeah, and like I think Star Wars was like that saving grace for
Sure.
that show for me. Why like. I mean, you started out with Star Wars. You almost ended with a different Star Wars game, and I was like,
Yeah. High Guard, was that what it was?
we didn't even talk about High Guard.
You
Yeah,
want to
that
talk
was
about
like,
it real quick? Because that was a
I,
weird game to end on. To end the show?
I mean,
Man.
telling me like the group who worked on Titanfall 2 made a game. That's awesome. But yeah, ending the
Yeah.
show, it's like, dude, you had Star Wars right there to like end the show with.
Dude, you could have just ended with the Mega Man reveal, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and that's why I said like Expedition. I think saved your ending of the show by going like new content
New content,
out
yeah.
right now.
It was
Like,
just
that's
crazy.
insane. Yeah, it show a little trailer of that. That would have been insane.
Yeah.
The audience would have went nuts. But yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, I just thought of there was nothing from Square Enix here. Nothing.
No, they're in the showcase.
In the
Or you
showcase,
mean-
yeah. I mean, like, they're promoting like FF7 remake on Switch, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
They won an award. They won
Tactics got
Tactics.
what I already forgot what it got. It got something.
best turn based
It got best something.
strategy.
It got best strategy. That's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. No Square Enix other than the Muppets like casually dropping just saying Kingdom Hearts in their song, and that turned every
Kingdom
head in the
Hearts
Kingdom Hearts
fans are
community.
eating
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, dude.
We are feasting.
Dude, we won, bro. Let's go. We've actually got an acknowledgement. It's better than Jeff being like, okay, here comes Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's better than that, bro. They actually say Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, people are gonna be, dude. The Kingdom Hearts community is gonna be clipping that and posting that for the next couple of days. Like that's what's
And
gonna be
from
happening.
Miss Piggy and
Yeah, out of everybody to mention it, Miss Piggy, right? Crazy.
the Queen.
She's my queen now. All right. Well, Trousers, thanks for coming on, man. This is a lot of fun. Tell us where we can find you, what you're up to next, and what you've got going on.
Okay. Well, you guys can find me on twitch.tv/illfittingtrousers or on YouTube as Illfittingtrousers. It's kind of the end of the year, so I'm like, I'll probably be playing Expedition 33 on Twitch. YouTube, I'll be, I don't know. I've been doing some Let's Plays on YouTube of like smaller games lately, which has been nice. And then, like my reactions and everything are also posted on there. So if you want to watch me play Dispatch, that's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible game, to highly recommend it. I'm also playing Final Fantasy X over there right now, which I need to finish also. Oh, it's good. I'm close. I'm close to the end for sure. But yeah, and that's kind of it for the year. Oh, trying to get the Bongo Bash back going.
Oh yeah. Talk about Bongo Bash a little bit. Talk about that a little bit.
So, Kingdom Hearts. I'm playing through Kingdom Hearts on some DK bongos. So they're actually way over there, so I'm not gonna grab them. But we're playing it on the hardest difficulty. I'm at the Maleficent fight in Hollow Bastion.
Sweet.
So that's
awesome.
Yeah, and eventually I'll take on Sephiroth. I know that.
Yeah, dude, with bongos, bro. Sephiroth's gonna get bongoed, bro.
Beat him down with the beat.
It's awesome.
So yeah, that's basically it so far. The end of the year, it's kind of hard to do things, but
sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Trousers, you've been a wonderful guest, man. Thank you for coming on the What's Brewing podcast, and that is going to be it. You heard the man. You heard what he's up to. His links are all going to be in the YouTube description, and wherever I post this, I'm going to have his links everywhere. So please go check out Trousers. He's a very good friend of mine on the internet here. And yeah, that's going to be it for. This is now episode 3 of What's Brewing. So thank you guys for listening and tuning in, and we will see you guys in the next one whenever we have some more things to talk about. So, all right. Take care. God bless. Be safe, and go play some games.